Hi, I'm Loretta with Branch District Library, and I'm going to show you how to make a beehive decoration. They are pretty popular right now. And first I'll go through what you need to put it together. Hopefully a lot of this stuff you have around the house. So we're going to start off with, this is half of a 2-liter bottle. You use the top half and you cut off where the cap area is, and then just to make sure that you kind of smooth out the bottom with your scissors. And then just a piece of cardboard, a little bit of cardboard to seal it off on top and bottom. You're going to need this rope that I bought at the hardware department in the store, and you can get that, and a little bit of ribbon, some flower thingies, and scissors, and my nifty Ryobi cordless hot glue gun. A regular glue gun works just fine too. I just got that. And then glue sticks, because you will be going through quite a bit of glue. And I think that is it for that. So the first thing I did, like I said, is cut off the half of the bottle, the 2-liter, and this actually might be a little bit smaller than a 2-liter, but this will work fine for a small one. You can use pots to make them, as long as they have kind of a dome shape. It works great. This will be a small one, and I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit so that it lays kind of flat, and like that. And then I stuffed it with paper bags so that it will have a nice base for me to use. I also put in this insert here and this one here just to make sure that it stays its shape. This is just to make sure that when I glue on top, it will have a base to hold it. And then I am going to glue it to this piece of cardboard just to keep it stable while I'm working with it. When I'm all done, I will cut around it to get rid of the cardboard. Cardboard's nice because it's close to the same shade as the rope, because you don't want it to show. So first thing I will do, the first thing while my glue gun is heating up is I will take this fake flour, and I'm just going to pull these few of these little things off here, and probably 3 or 4 of those I might need. I also have some fake baby's breath that I had already pulled off, and this will all go together when I get ready to do that. I have a little bit of raffia that I had left over from another project that I thought would look cute on there. And then I'm going to cut a little bit of this ribbon, and I'll be using that as well. Okay, so now I have this, and what we're going to do, and hopefully my glue gun is heating up fine, is this will just get wrapped around this, and you're going to go all the way around to the top. And let's see how our glue gun is doing. Nope, not yet. So we'll wait a few more minutes, and I wanted to show you these little buttons. Hopefully they will glue on there just fine, even though they have this little hook on the back. You can remove that hook if you take a little piece of pliers and just kind of squeeze it. It pops right off, and I didn't do that ahead of time, so those should work fine like that. We'll glue them on there. Okay, let's check this again. It takes a little bit to heat up. If you can get one of these, they're great. They use the same charger as the Ryobi drills and saws and things like that. Okay, I think my glue gun is heated up now. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of run a bead of glue. It doesn't have to be real fancy, because you're going to cover this up. but you just want to make sure that this sticks to the cardboard. So we'll just set that down and wait just a second for it to get stuck on there. This with the glue, the cordless glue gun, the glue gets really hot, so it takes a little bit longer to cool, which is the only drawback that I found so far. And you know, you have to watch your fingers because it will burn. Okay, we're stuck. Okay, so we're going to start wrapping this cord around, and I'll just put a little bead of glue there to get it started. And just hold it for a second. Whoops. Now this is live, so you're going to see all the mistakes that happen when you're crafting. And hopefully you can see it okay. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to just keep doing that all the way around. Just make sure it's stuck before you move on to the next section. And I hope you can see this okay. Okay. Okay, and then when you get to this point, which is where you started, I'm going to get all those little spider webs taken care of, then you just start on the top of the cord and wrap around. And if you see that it's not quite even, just push it in a little bit because you want it to look pretty uniform all the way around. And you're just going to keep going. You don't need a ton of glue, just enough to hold that cord in place. And you kind of got to have 3 hands for this kind of thing. And you don't have to be in a hurry. And you will just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. Just make sure that it lays nice and flat on top of the other row. And this glue is hot, that's for sure. I've been seeing these a lot on Pinterest, and there's some people will take the glue, and there's a yellow glue out there, glue sticks that you can buy, and they will drip down the yellow to look like honey dripping out of the hive. Okay, I jumped ahead a little bit so that you didn't have to see all of the boring wrapping. But now we're getting closer to the top, so we'll just keep wrapping, and you'll see a couple spots I didn't look close enough, but this is what you want to avoid, because it shows a little bit of a gap, but I think we'll be okay with that. And then you just keep wrapping and wrapping. When you get closer to the top, you're just going to keep wrapping all the way to the top. And the cord wants to tangle up and bunch up, and that's fine. Just keep working at it. And I have gone through already 2 sticks of glue, and I'm putting my 3rd one in right now. So you do go through a lot of glue this way. And make sure when you put it on there that you push down on it, which is what I did not do in that section. And so it left a little bit of a gap, and I don't like that, but just kind of hold it till it cools a little bit. And every once in a while I'll make a little mess with the glue, but this stuff, it comes off pretty easily. And don't be tempted to put a big bunch of glue on and then wrap it, because that glue, if it cools too fast, it won't stick. And so you just need to do smaller sections, especially if you're using a low temp glue. That's going to cool really fast. This stuff that I'm using, this gun, stays hot. So I can do a little bit bigger section than you might be able to with a regular glue gun. But you can see it's not immediately cooling off, but it sure is convenient. And now my little spider webs are getting everywhere, and I'm sorry if I get this out of the center of the table because I keep trying to pull it towards me. And then here my cord is getting tangled, so that's fine. Just keep unwrapping it. And I'm getting closer to the top. Finally. So yeah, do this when we've got a little bit of time to invest. It's not really labor intensive, but it's take a little bit of time to get all the way to the top. Okay, now here it's going to be really important to keep pushing down on it, because it's going to want to not wrap so easily, and you're going to have to hold it a little bit more because now we're going up at an angle. So just keep holding. Okay, we're getting there. Ouch, burn my hand again. And you'll see the glue gets all over my fingers. And you're just going to keep going all the way around. And I need another stick of glue. So now this is number 4. Okay, and it's going to want to move. Just keep pushing down on it. Force it to go where it needs to go. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second because my little piece of cardboard is sliding and I want that to be where it needs to be. Okay, and you can see it's already starting to look like a beehive. And these are really cute. I've seen them. My friend has one on her table, and it looks really cute. She just leaves it sitting on a coffee table or an end table. Okay, we're getting there. And this is the tricky part because you want it to look like it's supposed to be there. And make sure that this gets, once I get to this part. Okay, now at this point you're not going to have a base. So you're going to have to use the side of the cord as your glue spot and kind of hold it down as you go around. Watch your fingers. Kind of pull it out, get it as smooth as you can, and then we're going to keep going around. You can be messy with this part as long as it's on the inside of the cord, not the outside. Okay, we're almost there. Yay! Keep going. Okay, at this point I'm going to cut my cord and then just keep wrapping. And this little last part is going to be stubborn and not want to go in. Okay, come on. Okay, it's sunk in a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to cover that up. Okay, so this is what we've got, and I see spots where I didn't go as slowly as I should have, but that's okay. And then I just kind of push and make sure everything is where it needs to be. Okay, now that's done. It's still warm. That's how warm my glue gun is. But this part I'm just going to cut away. And also, if you have arthritic hands, these scissors are wonderful. Just a little tip. Years of crafting, taking their toll. So, okay, there we go. And it's a little messy, but it's there. This will be the back side, of course, because that's the side that I started with. Like I said, some people use yellow glue so that this looks like honey oozing out rather than just clear. Or I imagine you could take a yellow Sharpie if you wanted to use this kind of glue and not buy a different kind, and just color those. That would probably work. Okay, so there we go. There's our beehive. Now the next step is to take a piece of cord, and you just need a small piece, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, and you're going to make an opening for your beehive. You want it to be a circle, so I might cut a little bit more off of that because this is not a very big beehive, so we want a small opening. So maybe like that. Okay, and then I just put a little dab of glue right there and hold it until it sets. And then you'll see as soon as I can get it to set up. And like I said, this glue gun stays hot. So if you've got a project that you don't want the glue to dry real fast, this is perfect for that. Okay, there we've got our circle. Now you pick the best side. It's definitely not that side. Okay, so we're going to put our little circle right here. And what I'm going to do, hope you can see that, is I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the edges of this real carefully because I don't want it to show up too much. And then glue it down where I want the opening to be. And then hold it down until it sets. Okay, there you see the little opening. Now, we don't want to save that color, so this will all be filled in with a black Sharpie. I think you could probably use paint if you wanted to. Most people use a Sharpie, I understood from the video I watched. And I won't do it totally because it'll take some time. But you just keep working at it until this hole is black. And paint might actually be better, but or just keep working. And I'll just let it go with that because it will take more time than I want to spend on this part. Okay, so just keep going till it's nice and black, or you can use the black paint if you have that laying around. Okay, so there's our opening. Now we're going to make some little flowers. We'll put those along the top to kind of hide things here. And I think what I'm going to do is just bunch them together like this and tie my ribbon, wherever that went. Lost it. Here it is. I'm going to cut 2 lengths of ribbon like this. And I'll just tie that around like this. My hands are all sticky from the glue. So I'm working with, okay, tie that around like that. That's cute. And then I'm just going to cut this extra off here. Okay. And then I'm going to tie a bow. I don't know if you can see that or not, but okay. And then I'm just going to attach that to the top, just like that. And I see there's some rust stains on my ribbon. So that's old ribbon that I bought a long time ago. So we're going to start over on that. Sorry. Maybe we can edit that part out. Here, I'm gonna hot glue this all together. carefully so I don't burn myself. And then wrap that like that and let that cool for a second. Okay, and then I will tie a bow here eventually. Okay, kind of a messy bow, but I'm sure you will do better because you'll have more patience. Okay, now just cut these ends off. Cut them at an angle like that. Okay, and then that will just I'll just glue that on top like that. I'll tuck a few of those in. Okay, just gonna glue that down. And you can use bigger flowers if you like the bigger look, or whatever you happen to have at home. I'm gonna trim off a few of these little things that look like baby's breath and tuck them in here and there. And you can see how that top, even though it was dented in, got covered up by all this. Put a little glue on here. And we'll tuck that in underneath there. Okay. Alright, so we got that. This will fill in all black eventually when I have time. And then, cute. Now our little bees, we can put them wherever we want. So I will put one, just hot glue. Oop, dropped him. Don't want to touch that hot glue, boy, that is hot. And we'll put him right here. Kind of push it in so that the little hook for the button goes in. And then, let's see, I'll put one over here. And at this point, if you have like a spot that you don't like for whatever reason, you can put a bee on it. I think I'll put one more. The rule is in crafts, 3 is better than 2. So we'll put one here. Okay. And there we go. It's all done. I hope you can see it there. But that is our beehive made out of cord and bee buttons. If you don't have the bee buttons, some people are making their own bees out of pipe cleaners, and they're cute too. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll hope to do another video soon. Thanks. Bye.